3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, my cousin Matt, and of course,
Brittany Bull.
And we are here at Celebrations on site. Of course, Celebrations Party and Event Rental is our sponsor for Birthday of the Month, which thank you guys so much. Also, thank you for opening your shop up to us on your day off, which is really freaking cool. So when we were coming in today, we were talking about, in today's age, I think people are more and more hesitant to kind of reach out to experts. And when I'm talking experts, of course, I'm talking, event and party rental. So when you have someone, and I don't want to say hesitant, but I know me, I want to know that I want to know what I'm kind of getting myself into before I even start, so I don't sound like an idiot. Yeah. So I don't set myself up for failure, and so I pull off a really great event. Yeah. Because I think, you've planned events and it's stressful. I mean, there's so many aspects.
But even like you just said, just starting it off, it's stressful even making that phone call. Like, we live in an age where, communication is difficult.
Yeah.
So.
And face-to-face seems to be, a less and less popular way to communicate. So we'll get into the different ways people can chat with you. But starting off, if I'm planning an event, right, what are the most popular types of events that people call you for any number of different things?
Just wedding or corporate events would be probably our top two.
Those are your top two?
Birthday parties we do quite a bit, and then just during graduation season we do quite a bit of graduation parties.
Yeah, so seasonal stuff as well, but corporate parties and weddings. So both, again, so I've planned both corporate events and a wedding, right? Again, stressful. I mean, so when people call you, what are some of the things, what are like the few key points of information they should have before they give Matt a call or Abby?
They should know how many people are going to be showing up to the party, just a good guess. And we usually go for that crazy number. So if you're, RSVPing 300 people, we might say 325 people, just as a big number to start out with, and then we can reduce it as we get closer to the date. And location would be the second biggest thing. And if you would require a tent, what all you would need, if you're going to need dishes or tablecloths, would be some of the basics.
Gotcha.
What's the biggest, you said, so number-wise, what's the biggest number party you have served or will serve?
Every year we do an event that's 1,000 people, and we make sure we have that number for that event, and that's one we do every year, and we do all dishes and everything for that one. So we like doing that one, but we can do at least 1,000 people.
Gotcha. So when you're doing large events like that, and I'm assuming that's a corporate event since it's yearly, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So how far in advance do they generally call, or do you know that that's like a set?
It's usually a set one, but usually, so in 2023 when they have the event, they immediately, when we're picking up stuff, they just say, hey, plan us for this weekend of 2024. So it's usually a year in advance as they get a hold of me, and they just put it in our ear that we know it's going to happen again, and we just start the books and we go from there and talk to them throughout the year and then just fine tune everything.
Gotcha. So if I'm calling about a wedding, let's say, and normally people start planning weddings, I think, further and further out anymore, because I think lead times everywhere they're growing, right, everywhere, because availability is just non-existent anymore.
And manpower too.
Right, yeah, exactly. So if I'm planning a wedding, generally people start planning a year, year and a half, maybe even 2 years out. When would they call to kind of solidify tables, chairs, linens, any of the other kind of theme stuff that you guys do?
I would say as soon as they get their their color of what they have in their wedding or their event picked out and decided on, even if it's a general idea of 5 and 6 colors, we can go from there and kind of see what color tablecloths that we would have for the event.
Okay.
And then we can show the different options of some of the things that we do have in store or out of store. We can outsource through a different company if we need to, but the sooner the better. Not saying that, you know, that's not set in stone, so we can change things as we go. So you're not locked in completely until about 2 weeks prior.
Gotcha. But the initial contact, as soon as they know
Yes.
kind of the date or, you know, how many people roundabout, they can start that conversation with you. So
Oh, yeah.
generally speaking, people don't have to have all of their details nailed down before they contact Celebrations.
No. It's a lot of times we'll go back and forth through the quote and the email and, you know, change things as we go. So
Gotcha. And that's not like charge for that,
no,
right?
no,
Okay.
no, that's just part of the system.
Cool. That's
So.
good to know because I think for me, I always want to kind of have my ducks in a row before I reach out so that I don't sound like an idiot. So I'm not like, oh, I don't know what I need. Can you help me? But if they don't know what they need and they call you, can you guide them through kind
yeah.
of what information they should have?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, and then it's pretty common, like we're doing a wedding this weekend and we're delivering it tomorrow. Last minute at 5 o'clock last night, I got a phone call saying, hey, I need one other table, some more chairs and stuff brought with your delivery tomorrow. So we just add immediately and then we just send an invoice to them. So it makes it all easy and it's all taken care of.
Pain
so.
free.
Accommodating.
Yeah,
Just-
I love it.
Just to make sure there's that last table for the family that didn't RSVP.
Right? Yeah. Because you do have that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shit just comes up.
Yes.
So yeah, it's good to know that you can accommodate even if, so let's say they didn't go through, let's say that somebody just needs one table,
Mhm.
then call you
Yep.
and you can deliver
Yep.
and then you pick up.
Yep.
Do I ever have to see you?
Nope. Nope. You can email me, and then you can we can all do it through email. I can drop it off at your house, garage, wherever you want. Just to send it in the email, and then we deliver it and pick it up the next Monday.
So minuscule to thousands.
To thousands, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you said the second, one of the most important questions is location. We touched on this last time. I'd like to touch on it again. What is the location that you serve?
Anywhere within an hour of Quincy. So right now we're taking on like Kirksville and stuff like that. It's a little bit out of my range, but the demand's getting there. So we're going to Kirksville, Macomb, Pittsfield up more often. So
Growing.
it's getting out there, and if the demand's there, then we'll start moving that direction too.
I was gonna say, are you gonna expand?
No, I don't want to
Okay,
expand.
okay. I was like, if you're going
No.
to and you haven't had this conversation with Abby yet, don't tell us.
No,
Okay.
no, I haven't had that conversation with her.
Okay, good.
No.
Yeah, so we're just gonna cut it there.
We'll just
Yeah.
say growing. in the
Growing.
business.
Yeah,
Yeah,
growing
which-
it with our distance.
Yes.
Yes.
So you do pick up, you do delivery, of course. You have different availability of different things, including different colored linens, tables, chairs, place settings, you know, down to details as far as, you know, stainless steel or gold cutlery, right?
Yep.
So you offer pretty much anything to help create, you know, at the very least, the basic foundation of an event.
Yes.
And then we talked about details, which you try not to get very, very much into details, but there are some things that people can look around even your shop and say, I want that.
Yep.
And if you don't have it, you mentioned last time that you can outsource.
Yes, there's other people we can work with
Yeah.
locally too, and we can get it from other cities if
Yeah.
we need to. So
Very cool. Yeah. So celebrations, 1028 Jersey. What are your hours?
10 to 5 Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and
Okay.
10 to 2 on Saturday.
10 to 2 on Saturday. And you're always, you know, of course, as a business owner, people are always calling you,
Oh, yeah.
right? Day,
Yeah.
night, day.
Yeah.
So, Celebrations has all of your party and event rental. So get a hold of Matt. Also, as we mentioned, he's our,
Birthday of
they're
the
our
month?
sponsor for our birthday of the month.
So you have to do us the honor and draw.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
his fault if you don't win, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we don't reach out to people who win because we want you to watch.
Coffee
we
Talk.
want you to watch our coffee talk. So, this name sounds familiar.
Yep, Judy Eckenkamp.
And her
July,
birthday,
July is 31st.
July 31st.
Ooh, just made the cut,
Yeah.
Judy.
Just under the
Tomorrow.
wire. It is, yeah. Well,
No.
and this
No,
goes
it's today.
Today.
Yeah. So
Today.
happy
Oh.
birthday, Judy.
Perfect.
Right?
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So, yeah. What do they win?
No, today's the 30th.
Yeah, but this airs tomorrow.
Sorry.
Sorry. See, we're getting our
The
stuff together
magic
here.
of TV.
Oh,
Yeah. So, what do they get this month?
A gift card to the scoreboard and a gift card to Sweet Treats.
Some of
So-
our favorite places,
Yes.
along with celebrations. Come see Matt and Abby, 1028 Jersey, for all of your party and event rental needs. They definitely will help you get situated, including this lovely bar that he said goes out very often because, you know, that's one thing not a lot of people think of. So,
Yep.
and you'll help them.
Yeah.
And one thing I just realized, your eyes are a different color like Abby. I'm learning something new here every day, right? Isn't it
Yeah.
weird?
Yeah, it is.
Gosh. Okay. Anyway, that's totally, I digress. But anyway, Celebrations 1028 Jersey, come out and check out all they have to offer, or call, or email, or, yeah, right? Text anything. If you don't want to come in, you don't have to, but they can definitely help guide you regardless of how you choose to communicate.
They're pretty friendly people.
Yeah,
too.
pretty awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I think that does it for today's Nope. We'll be right back with Coffee Talk, right?
Yeah.
All right. See you then.
Kelly's has been a fun place to eat and drink in Quincy since 1982. A fun and friendly atmosphere, food with flavor, homemade cinnamon rolls, and famous cheese soup, the best menu in town. Kelly's, 2902 Broadway, Quincy.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center.
Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
And now it's time for Coffee Talk. See, I went down, you went up. See, we got to get this shit together. Either way, no. Okay, Coffee Talk, of course, on location at Celebrations. Thank you, Matt and Abby.
These cups are also for rentals.
Yeah, as well as this beautiful flower wall.
I know.
Which
Do we look fabulous in the flower
I hope
wall?
so.
Yeah.
we look
like, yeah.
Yeah, we look good.
Yeah. Thanks, Jane.
We knew it anyway, but thanks for confirming. Anyway, so yeah, we just got done talking to Matt at Celebrations about everything they have to offer. All good stuff.
Yeah.
Right? I think the one thing they don't do is city cleanup.
Probably not.
Right? Which,
well, I mean, I'm assuming Matt cleans the outside of his facility because it is well kept.
Oh, yeah.
And he takes pride in his business.
100%.
So, in that part, yeah, but...
Do we think that's the answer to the issue that, of course, was brought up at City Council again?
I personally do. Accountability.
Yeah.
They're talking now about accountability and how they're going to go about doing this without taking everything to court, you know, because that makes things take longer.
Sure.
But we have ordinances in place. We have contracts for cleanups in place. We have, you know, things are in place.
Yeah.
Now we just have to execute those.
Right.
And a lot of the argument was we don't have enough employment. And that may be true, but I don't know, like you still can start knocking things off the list.
Yeah.
How many times are we mowing the lawns instead of finding the people? I mean, I know they're finding the people, but how many times are we actually going after it?
So I just a couple questions, because we're talking about a couple different things. So city nuisance can be anything from, you know, let's say your yard is piled up with garbage. Let's say you let your grass grow above a certain length, which I know is in the ordinance. I just don't know what that is. Let's say you took on a contract to clean up a certain part of the city and it's not happening, right? So these are all kind of nuisances that really shouldn't happen, but they do. So maybe you can tell me. So before, if people weren't mowing their grass and it got
8 inches.
Is it 8? Okay. Which it can happen pretty quickly, especially with a lot of rain, which we've been getting.
I think they got a warning first,
Okay.
maybe 2 or 3 actually,
Yeah.
and then the city comes in
And takes care of it.
Yes.
And then bills them or
Yes.
fines them, however you want to talk
Yes.
about it. I'd really be curious to know what the likelihood is that those fines or those bills get paid.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Because-
actually,
If you don't care and you let your grass grow to like
yeah,
neck, you know, like if I'm out there, you can only see the top of my head.
what? Yeah,
These people do not give a shit about a fine.
fines that are not gonna get paid?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so then it's kind of a waste of the city's money. So how do you go about doing it? And I've even done some research on what other cities are doing, and evidently it's kind of all the same thing everywhere you go. They just hope that people take pride and, you know, hold themselves accountable for how their personal and commercial properties look. But there's got to be a better way to make sure that this is happening.
Yeah,
I just don't know what it is.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, following through is the biggest thing. Like what is a fine or a warning if you don't have a follow through?
Hey, maybe here's another thing, because I was just thinking about this. So in, corporate world, a lot of times things get done, and I'm not saying it's right, through incentives. So let's say, remember we used to have Looking Good?
Oh yeah.
Do we still have that?
I don't know, but like I know what we were talking about one time was out Broadway. They did, maybe that's what you're referring to, is like the best landscaping award.
Yeah.
For this,
I think this maybe was even like the Herald Wig, where they were like Looking Good somebody. So whoever had like the nice looking house that month, it was voted on
Yeah.
or something. So I don't know, maybe that's something to bring back if it's not currently happening, but maybe just for businesses.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Also, I think the people partaking in this would not be the same people in the category of 8 foot or 8 inches.
Well, that's a different animal altogether, I think, but accountability through incentivization,
Yeah.
if that's a word.
Yeah, I think you're
Incentivizing.
gonna hit though and target the people that are already taking care of what their
Yeah,
things
you're probably
are.
right.
And
So
what I think we need to hit is the things that are in operation, but there's just no call to, I don't know, like question or
yeah,
accountability, like we're saying. It just makes our town look like trash.
yeah, it's definitely not the picturesque, right? Yeah, I know. So,
But this did come about, I feel like, from our
coffee talk, because I think that there was something, right? So there was a company who contracted, or who was given is it a contract or a deal or whatever? I don't know if it's a deal, because the person who was contracted to do it is saying that the money was never enough to begin with, and hindsight's 20/20. So they got this deal and realized quickly that, it was way below what they should have,
Yeah.
what they should be getting a year, which I think that's understandable.
I think you're referring to the CBD downtown cleanup.
Yes.
But in there were 2 other businesses that bid on that, so that company underbid those bids. Maybe that wasn't the,
To get it.
yes.
Yeah.
And maybe, they probably didn't see the whole picture. Like, for example, downtown, the street sweepers, ooh,
Yeah.
that's a,
Street sweepers. Sweepers of the streets.
they should have been out and sweeping that area, but
Do they still? I don't know the last
don't
time I've ever
think
seen
they
this.
do in the downtown area, because they're saying that this contract accounts for it, but that shouldn't be right either,
I
because
think we need some caveats to this contract, but also some clarification, because I noticed that there were some things that were questionable, right, according to some people. So I guess, yeah, maybe we need to have when is this contract up?
I think it's within a year. And
Okay.
like I said, that company is done and not
Not
bidding
doing it
on
again.
this again. No.
Yeah.
But then, who do we have to do it to?
I don't know.
Because-
You're a green thumb, aren't you?
Sure.
Let's take this. Let's bump this contract up a little bit. You and I can handle it. Listen, I'm just saying, we'll make sure it gets done.
Yes. Okay.
We won't let it falter. And I feel like no, I'll be like, Brittany, make sure you go water these. No, I'm kidding.
Water these.
I don't even know
Water
what
these
we're doing.
weeds.
Actually, no. Here's the thing that I would do. low maintenance, low cost. It is possible.
Yeah.
I'm sure maybe we could get maybe even like somebody to help sponsor it,
Yeah.
where we can be like, look at these lovely, whatever you call it, that we're planting here.
Whatever you call
very
it.
low maintenance. I feel like this is a new field trip for us,
I think-
and we should do it,
Okay.
especially when you're entering in Quincy, because that
Front
was
door.
another story.
Yeah.
The welcome in.
Yeah.
So lots of progress is going to start happening there.
Fingers
I hope,
crossed.
right? So
They finally got out of their lawsuit with the city.
yeah,
The city-
dismissed.
Yes.
Right?
They settled.
50 Gs.
Yes.
50 laws.
My question was who decided on that settlement, and the alderman gave that power to the mayor, so he ultimately got to decide on the settlement number.
So, and that lawsuit basically started because they kind of shut everything down.
They said they wrongfully shut them down, and then they also said in shutting them down, they didn't leave officials there to monitor it, so people looted and destroyed, allegedly, the windows and everything that was left.
Yeah, so hopefully that kind of buttons up soon, and we can either get that property sold.
Yeah, or
Torn
put
down.
all of the fix and flatten towards that.
Well, didn't
joking.
somebody say that there was a property owner or a property developer
That was-
interested
that was mentioned.
everyone would be happy to have?
Yeah,
This
that-
is like verbatim, right?
Mentioned in the article.
Yeah. So, what do you what do you think everybody would love to have?
I don't know. I was thinking that too. What do you think?
The only thing I can think is a Chick-fil-A.
Wait, I thought we were talking hotels. It's going to be a hotel.
Is it going to be a hotel?
I don't know.
Well,
now I really want a Chick-fil-A.
Well,
half Chick-fil-A, half Olive Garden. Bring that in.
I was going to say
the
Olive
front
Garden.
door.
Quincy is all about an Olive Garden. I could really care less, especially with our new joint. I don't know if you've been there yet, but we have a couple of different great options. I know people love their Olive Garden, but a new hotel would be awesome. Yeah, I don't even want to say it, so I'll hold on to that for a little bit. But
One more thing. Okay, so the front entrance.
uh-huh.
You know how we were having the discussion and like comparing how does Hannibal do it and they get it done right? Well, have you noticed like one of their front entrances is the rocks of Mark Twain?
Yeah.
So what if we put just rocks in that first median?
Of Brittany and Ashley.
Yes. Well, I was
Yeah.
going to ask you, who would it be?
Duh. Okay. No, seriously.
Who would it be?
Well, John Quincy Adam. Is he a bad guy?
I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people say John Wood,
John Wood.
but I don't know. I feel like that's. I don't know. It should be your.
I
it
think
should be us
we're
together.
better because we don't know the good and the bad that they did for
No,
sure, but we
no.
know that we're good. And especially if we're going to be upkeeping it, we'll make sure those weeds don't grow
Yes.
into our eyeballs, right?
Exactly.
Listen, I'm just throwing it out there, right?
I love this.
Yeah, I do too.
All right,
so
well, look us up.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to sponsor the Britt and Ash landscaping,
Landscape.
yeah, 2.0, I think this is
CBD
great.
2.0.
CBD 2.0. I
Yes.
think I think this can't go wrong. There's nothing that can go wrong here.
No.
Hopefully Bob agrees.
Yeah.
Well, do we have anything else to talk about?
No, I
feel
think
like we
we've
just-
stirred it.
Yeah, we stirred the pot. Speaking of pots, I don't know that Celebrations necessarily offers pots, but if they don't, they can probably get you one. They do have bowls. They do have place settings. They do have all of your linen, all of your tables, chairs, everything that you need to plan a successful party.
Do a shebang.
Yeah, right? And even if you don't want to talk to anybody on the phone, which I know a lot of people are leaning against anymore, email, text, you don't have to come in. They'll work with you with all of your needs and make sure that you're set up for success. And then they'll come and pick it up, so you don't have to worry about it, right?
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. Call Celebrations or stop by if you wish, 1028 Jersey. Matt, what's your phone number?
217-224-4763.
217-224-4763. Call them today, shoot a text, shoot an email at
mahquincy.23@gmail.com.
mahquincy.23@gmail.com.
You
There we
nailed
go.
that.
See, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm totally going to screw this up. All right, well, I think on that note, that does it for today's
Coffee Talk.
Catch you next time.